to the Overly Opinionated Podcast. Rest in peace to fallen kings, queens, and in between.
And free to God.
And Stop Cop City. Try to be a good human. And make sure you hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. Hit subscribe if you haven't. And ring the notifications bell so you get notified when we drop new content. Who do we shout out to today?
I want to shout out Mother Nature. I've been loving this rain, bro.
Oh, you wildin'.
Nah.
No, sir. A torrential downpour every day is unacceptable.
Listen, I sleep incredible.
No, I don't need that. I'll be on the highway. Literally can't see in front of me. 3 days in a row, too? Nah, that shit is out of here.
That shit was wicked.
Yeah. Mother Nature need to be...
calm down?
Yeah.
But it's not like we get it a lot, though.
Yeah, she need her kids taken.
That's my shout out.
I think shout out to the restaurants that take the shrimp tails off.
They hate you if you don't.
I think that's so crazy.
Is it?
If you give me a noodle dish or a rice dish
For sure.
with shrimp in it,
Yeah.
and you don't take the tails off, what are we doing here?
Yeah, nah. I couldn't agree more. That's insane.
That's
that has to be a
bananas.
fuck up though, right?
No. They do it on purpose.
Why?
Because they hate me.
Nah.
Like you said.
I feel like it was an accident.
It's not.
Especially with sauce and shit. That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's pretty
super crazy. You know how many times? I think I've ordered shrimp and grits 3 times. All 3 times it came with tails. Different restaurants.
They probably know you.
They must. Yeah, they must. You're right.
Now, do you feel the same way about like fish and bones?
Yeah, of course.
Now, I feel like a warning should be said, right?
No, you shouldn't have to warn me. There aren't no bones in there.
Now, for some reason, sometimes like this is about to sound so crazy. Just like it adds to it. I don't know. Like it just adds.
Yeah, you're a true caveman.
No, you don't fuck with chicken nuggets. You prefer bone in, right?
No.
No. Do you think it tastes the same?
It depends.
On what? If the bone is in or
How
not,
it's
right?
sauced.
I don't think so. Like it just brings a different taste to me. Fish and bones, I kind of it depends on the fish.
But you're saying this like you're picking the fish up by the bone.
No,
Just
no.
fucking gnawing on it.
Sometimes you just don't know. It's like I just got stabbed by a bone. Like let a nigga know first what type of fish this is. Does it have bones in it or not? Like sometimes the warning is I'll tell you if I want it or not. Sometimes fish with bones is it. And I know that sounds crazy. Sometimes it's
As
really,
long as you know that sounds crazy. Oh, you know what sounds really crazy?
What?
We had 100th episode and didn't say nothing about it. Shout out to 100 episodes.
Facts.
Shout out to 101. Yeah, no, look, man, we are the quintessential men that don't really know what is going on until it is literally happening. I didn't know until I saved the episode.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, the next number is, it's 100 next. So yeah, thank y'all for being here, whether this is your first, 5th, or 101st time watching.
Or last. Thank you.
We very much appreciate you being here. Shout out to y'all, big time. All right, I gotta blow your mind, man.
What?
I have to blow your mind.
I'm not
Pause.
buying it.
You ever heard of now? Ads be crazy everywhere.
Yeah,
right. You
literally.
agree, right?
Back to back ads too.
Ads are insane.
Okay.
I got an ad on my YouTube early last week, and I immediately put that shit in the notes.
Is it? Liar. That's no.
Bro,
No.
I am telling you right now.
No.
The advertisement for this shit here.
No. I don't. What is it?
It's caffeine. I'm not joking. Like, they literally advertise this.
This is a troll.
And I'm telling you, bro, the whole ad is people lining it up, putting it in their nose, and then having a whole lot of energy.
I'm not buying it, bro.
Why would they call it this?
Because that's exactly what it is, bro.
Look at this. Look at
They're
it.
not going to list the ingredients.
Bro, why?
No, that's crazy.
I didn't know how bad of a drug problem that America had until I see that there is a caffeine snorting powder.
Now, the first time I ever heard of this was like Shark Tank, but it wasn't anything like that. It was like a pen or something. You sniffed the pen.
Yeah.
Like, I knew what they were getting at, but it looked less crazy, I guess.
I have to show you when this is over. I will show you a video. I will show you the advertisement that popped up for me. Mind you, I'm watching like some Olympics or like some atheist shit, and out of nowhere, just boop.
No, that's actually pretty crazy.
WantABump? Like, no, I don't.
No, that's actually crazy. Now, what I gotta see who they had advertising and all types of shit.
And like, it's so wild how like everything that you wouldn't want to be, everything that looks crazy, is how they are advertising it. So like, bro with his like with like a white spot on his nose, like,
bro, you sure it's not a parody? I feel like it has to. No way, right?
I thought the same thing, and then I did my Googles, and you can buy some.
Where they selling it at?
Amazon. They have a website as well.
That's crazy, bro.
It's so crazy.
Nah,
and so, look, wait, hold on, real quick. Please don't forget your question either. You used to look at me wild when I say I did some caffeine today.
Yeah.
Hey. WantABump?
Time out. Do we gotta jump the gun and just get the shit you can shoot up? And come with an engraved belt and all. Like, is that what we gotta do?
Yeah, pretty much, man.
That's wild.
Pretty much, man.
No, you can report ads. Why am I seeing this? Like, you can do shit like.
I know why I'm seeing it though. I was trying to do some caffeine.
That's crazy, bro. No,
Whoa!
Bro,
let's start a business.
That's worth. No, I'd rather see vapes than that shit, bro.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah.
Give me a caffeine vape over a fucking snortable. That is so crazy.
No, that's
are they for real, bro?
Damn, you could do that shit at the workroom and everything.
Imagine your boss coming by. Just whoa. Darian, what are you doing over there? It's just caffeine, boss. Ready to go. It's just caffeine, boss.
I'm upset that that's a real thing.
A real thing. Me too.
No, that kind of makes me uncomfortable, though. I ain't gonna lie. I don't fuck with that. That's a nasty game, bro.
Hey, these caffeine doers, man. These calf heads.
Damn.
You got these calf heads out here.
Then you gotta do that shit secretly.
For real.
Like, I better not see no shit like that. Now, I ain't gonna want to second guess, but niggas doing coke. I ain't gonna lie. That ain't caffeine. That's coke, bro.
No, but like, who would rather that way of getting caffeine other than a cokehead? Like, who would want to do that? Like, you got to be used to this.
No, for real.
You're not new to this.
Like, I just can't imagine seeing that ad. I would really think this shit is a joke, bro.
I did. No, I watched the entire ad. I could have skipped. I watched the whole thing.
My mind
I was like, I have to see what this. I have to see what they're selling me. I have to.
No, that's wicked. I'm glad I didn't see like no posters or shit about it though. Like, buy at your local Walgreens or some shit.
I think we have to take an over under how long they're gonna survive as a company.
Got to be shorter than vapes, right?
For sure.
No way that shit is safe.
Do you remember the drink called cocaine?
No.
It was at like the drive-thrus. The drive-thrus. You know what I'm talking about. Nah, you know what I'm talking about.
The same place that sells to eat your treat?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm
and
not
t-shirts.
Yeah.
And pork rinds.
Is that crazy?
What?
That they sell t-shirts?
No, what's crazy is I used to be in the truck with my brother, and he'd be like, "Yeah, let me get a. Y'all got filter tips in there? Let me get a packet of filter tips, and let me get a 2 black teas, 2X." Like, my nigga.
Yeah.
Why? They got the best t-shirts. No, they don't.
I heard that before. I know niggas who used to buy a freshman before they went up. to like the club. It was like, you remember the Ace of Spades was a thing. They used to go there.
Yeah.
Fresh shirt. Yeah, that is.
Well, cocaine was a drink there.
Yeah, I don't even know what it is. Energy drink?
Let's
was it
say
like a
yes.
Four Loko?
Let's say it was an energy drink. I honestly don't know. I was definitely curious enough to buy it once, and I just remember my throat burning like crazy. Took a sip of it. That was it. That was the end of that.
Yeah,
I will not be sampling WantABump though.
Yeah,
I will not be sampling that.
I don't get off into activities like that, bro.
I don't get off into that.
Nah, for real.
We need a I don't get off into that counter for you, bro.
No, bro. That just wouldn't be for me, bro.
No, of course it's not for most of America either.
I think you'll be surprised.
No, I wouldn't.
Why?
I don't think most people do cocaine. I'm not saying that there's not
More than you think.
I'll buy that.
Yeah. I feel like you know more people in your personal life than you think, yeah.
That do or that have?
Oh. Doesn't really change for me. I'm going to judge you anyways. No, damn. That's a good one.
I think I'm aware of how many people have. I would be shocked if the number was more than 40% of those people that do.
Okay. All right. That's valid.
Oh, you know who might be interested in WantABump?
Who?
People who have Future in their top 5.
Nah, bro.
You said no quick as fuck. Future does a lot of drugs.
Nah, yes, for sure. Now, I've been thinking about this because you said we had to talk, and I've been thinking about this talk. When you go in your top 5, what accolades or whatever, like what criteria are you going off of?
Ability. Well, there's 2 different ways you can go about it.
Okay.
Your top 5 might be who you enjoy the most.
Okay. Rap's top 5.
Top 5 would be who's best at this. For me, I think those bleed over more than people are willing to admit. Like, who you think is best is who you will enjoy the most.
Okay.
This man brought to me, he asked me who my top 5 was, and I said, do you mean like best at it or who I like listening to the most? And then I gave my top 5, which we don't need to get into here. That's not important at all. Just know that Future, Rick Ross, and who was the other dude he said? It was Future, Rick Ross. Damn, did he say? He might have said Young Thug as well. And I'm just like, oh, you know, you literally know nothing about rap.
Yeah.
I even said to her, I said, Future being in your top 5, it eliminates anything that you say after this.
Now, I feel like there has to be some like sales, numbers, records. Sometimes that has to go into it, like for sure.
And you think it does for Future?
Oh, for sure.
Okay. So because once you get frat boys to love your music, you're one of the best ever.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Okay, then what are you saying?
You bring something to the table. And
Frat boys.
No, that's not the only thing that he brings to the table, bro.
Talk to me. What makes him sell the way that he sells? I need your help here.
What he stands for. The drugs, the street shit.
Okay.
So
who's consuming that?
Niggas. Let me. Can I tell you this?
Go for it.
All right. You know how growing up we had Boosie, Gucci, Gotti. Niggas growing up now got Future. That's the best comparison I can give to you. So what Gucci was doing when we was growing up, that's what Future was doing for when niggas growing up now.
You love Future?
Love, no. I do think he has some I can go great songs.
Nope.
Like, no, this nigga did not miss on this.
Okay.
Do I love him? No.
Right. Do you know too many people that look like us that love Future?
Yes.
Like they love Future?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know more white people that love Future than black people that love Future?
No.
Okay.
Legit. Like I'm really trying to talk to you.
Okay.
Like,
all right.
he's not horrible. Okay. Now I'm not saying he got some shit that I don't never ever need to hear again, but I'm not putting him in a top 5. I just can't. It just doesn't sound right to me.
What do you mean by he's not horrible? Exactly. Like, what do you mean by that?
Okay.
What does he do good? I should say.
He has a couple. I ain't gonna say a couple songs. He has a
What
few
does
albums.
he do good?
Make music.
In what way? Like, is it his delivery? Is it his lyrics? What about his music is good?
I'll go delivery for sure.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
sometimes he make music that you just simply just feel. Like, for real.
Okay.
But also, like, I can't put him in my top 5 because I can easily get enough of him, pause. Like, people in like my top 5, I need more of this every single time. It's not like that for Future for me, but I can understand why it is for someone else.
Yeah.
And I had to put because Boosie is like legit might be top 10 all time. Like, I truly believe he just has forever great music delivery, whatever, rapping about real shit. And some people won't even mention Boosie at all, like even in making good music. And I can see that for Future for somebody in today's day and age. That makes sense only because of what he truly stands for, bruh. And I think you ignore that part.
Wait, what part am I ignoring?
The effect he have on our community.
That does not make you good at it. That doesn't make you good at it. Do you know one of the most popular TV shows of all time, Real Housewives of wherever the fuck, and Keeping Up with the Kardashians? Does that make it good shows? Like, is it ignoring the fact that a lot of people like it to say, yeah, those suck? Like, those are terrible shows. Is that ignoring it, or is that?
So for you, what makes it bad?
Exactly what you said. So there's nothing that I think he does well. His delivery is horrible.
Do you hate people who do drugs?
I don't hate people
music?
that do drugs. No.
Like, he definitely.
I listen to drug doing music, but he's not. He just isn't good at it. I genuinely believe that.
What about Juice WRLD?
He had one phenomenal, undeniable song.
Some people think he was going to be the greatest ever, and
I understand that.
I don't.
Okay. I don't know how you don't. You are making the argument for Future that you should be able to just plug right in with
Hear me out.
What's it, Juice
You
WRLD.
said he made one good song.
He has an unbelievably, like, it's undeniable.
Yeah,
Lucid Dreams is undeniable.
Yeah.
Yep.
I truly believe Future has multiple albums. Multiple. Beast Mode 2 is incredible, bro.
I have there have been multiple people who love Future like you love Future, and will send me their, like, bro, you can't tell me this song.
Like,
and he's basically just
No.
I don't need that. I need zero of that. Like, when his delivery is so off-putting to me. It is like it's worse than nails on a chalkboard. Like, I would rather listen to someone scratch a chalkboard before I listen to him whine sing over anything.
You feel the same way
Sounds
about that with the Kendrick and Metro Boomin?
Yeah, his part is unbearable.
And compared to Kendrick, yeah, for sure.
But Kendrick is always he's available. Like, it's not like Apple Music just turns off sometimes and you don't have Kendrick, so you got to listen to Future. Like, there is always something that's not him whine singing, always available.
This is the best comparison I can give. Chance the Rapper gave us Coloring Book.
Yep.
His next album was some shit. I wish he never made music again.
He had 2 songs on it.
I don't even think so. But anyways, I don't even think he should ever make music again.
Okay.
And I feel like Future did something along them lines. He made a couple good albums, but maybe I don't know how many albums he got. 8 to 10. 2 of them. Yeah, you did your thing. Bro.
Is there a song where he's like, there's something with 200 on the dance on one of them?
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone fucking loves March Madness. It is horrible, bro. Like, there's nothing good about it at all. Like, his delivery is terrible. He's talking about, I don't think even the people who like his music think he's talking about anything worth listening to. Like, that's just not. And if it wasn't, like you said, you named his delivery as the thing that sells him for you. His delivery is the worst thing that he does to me. So there's nothing for me over there.
Now, again, I also told you the type of song. Like, his delivery every time is just simply not it for me. But on these 2 albums I'm talking about, he got some shit on it. I'm like, wow, I underestimated your game. So that's why I was like, again, I'm not banging for him like he's in top, but I do understand, like, truly, like, he done talked about some shit on some songs.
I can say that for any artist. Like, Juice WRLD has at least one song where it's like, I fucking get it. If there's, and I haven't listened to all of his music,
okay,
but if you found another song that's like Lucid Dreams to you, more power to you. But I don't think that actually makes Juice WRLD a top 5 artist. And if you say that Juice WRLD is a top 5 artist, stop going to frat parties so often. And I'm not wrong about that.
There has to be some criteria.
Juice WRLD is the white college guy's
facts.
God.
Facts. That and Triple X. They love that shit.
And maybe you're not around enough white college dudes, but Future is too.
Yeah, that's just not.
You should go to a Future concert.
No.
Bro, the way that you talk about music nowadays, I think you are detached from how big rap music is in the white world.
Bro, I'm not disagreeing with that. But it's just the type of music he stands for. I just don't think it's frat party music, bro. It's not. It's nigga SRTs.
You bugging,
intense, bro.
You are bugging. You're bugging, bro.
I really don't think so.
You're bugging, bro. You're bugging.
I really disagree with it. But I feel like there's had to be some type of criteria that you put for a top 5.
Yeah, sales can literally never be in it.
Why not?
Because then Eminem and Drake are the best rappers ever. And that's not real.
Or in the top 5.
Excuse me. Yeah. Okay. And you think that's true? You think Drake is a top 5 artist, bro? And this is what I'm saying. Like,
you can't ignore the fact that he has the sales, he has the awards, and he actually made good music.
Yes. No, bro. You can absolutely. If you don't add in the fact that he has awards, who gives those awards? Why do I give a fuck about those awards? Second, he has the sales. That just means that just means that people who don't really consume this media enjoy it. That's all that means. That means nothing to me. That means nothing to how good of a rapper you are. It actually means that you changed what rapping is.
Okay. How good are you at music if people is not listening to it?
Yeah, I don't think those two have to do with each other. I'll just make the comparison again to Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Yeah. How interesting are their lives?
Again, if someone's super not interesting, I don't just think is not getting the runtime.
Yeah, no, a whole lot of people are watching it.
Right.
But are you saying that means that they're interesting?
It means something. It has to mean something.
You're losing me.
No, bro. It has to, bro.
Losing me. You're losing me.
Bro, like, it legit has to mean something. It has to mean something.
It means they're...
I ain't saying it means the
some
most,
of the best.
But it has to mean something.
So you're saying they should be touted for how good they are at entertainment. You're saying they're really good entertainers. You know that Jamie Foxx had a show. Uh-huh. His show was less successful than their show. You're saying that his show, it should be weighed into how good his show was because it's not as successful as that one?
Then you move to the next stage, quantity. Jamie Foxx did music. He did shows, movies.
They have makeup. They get niggas out of jail. They have clothing lines.
So that goes out of entertainment, though. What you do, that goes...
Bro,
no,
I don't.
Let me give you an example.
I don't get it, man.
Let's go back to the music. So Future has the sales. Let's say how many top 10 albums out of how many albums? If Eminem has 3 diamond albums, that means something. When
what do you think it means? White people relate to a white rapper, or
he did something? It means he did something.
What? What did he do? He rapped and white people relate to a white rapper? Or?
He produced a classic. That's what it means.
Yeah, you're losing.
And I'm not saying
You're losing me.
albums with no diamonds or anything is not a please.
You're losing
I'm not saying that.
You're saying what does it matter if no one's listening? How good are you if no one's listening?
Yeah.
That is just not how the world works, Darian.
I disagree with you. You can't say this music is good without listening to it. You need people to listen to it. You need it. Bro, how can you say a song is good if you never heard it though, bro? You need the people to listen to it.
But if I heard the song, I can say that it's good. The fact that only 14,000 other people heard it doesn't mean that it wasn't good. It doesn't mean that it's not a top tier song. What you're saying is insane, bro.
The best way I can put this is in sports. When you don't have the accolades with people who are considered the best, it's like, okay, like, what you want me to do with this? Just because I see you, you can't. Like Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving is known, and Allen Iverson is known as the best ball handler in the game. But this nigga has no accolades at all. Like, bro, you can't be in top 5 with that. You just can't be. Something else. You have to show up somewhere else. You can't just show up in one spot. And that is all I'm saying. Like Carmelo Anthony, no accolades, but the nigga can score like no other. That's not enough, bro. It's not enough to put you in the top 5. It's not enough to put you in the top 10. Something else has to go with it.
If it was based off of merit, that comparison is perfect. If it was based off of merit, but it isn't. It has nothing to do with merit.
How come it doesn't?
Because what you're saying is that means that Eminem and Drake are the best rappers of all time. That's what you're saying. Because sales play into it.
Okay.
Are you saying that Drake does something that other people don't do? Are you saying that Eminem did something that other people didn't do?
It's proven, yeah.
Wait, what is it? What's proven?
3 diamond albums?
Uh-huh.
Give me somebody else with 2 in rap. 2 of them. I'm not even asking for 1. 2 of them, bro. Someone else with 2 of them. Like, that's insane.
So so again, you're saying that means more people are listening, which means you're doing better at it.
Yes, because that's the goal.
That's
the goal.
Untrue.
That's the goal, bro.
But I'm telling you, unequivocally, that's not true. That is not how rap works. It's not like scoring a basket. It's not like beating a team. It is literally, this guy is white, and white people are into rap now.
Does accolades not matter?
Darian, can you respond to that? Do you think it doesn't matter at all that white people like a white rapper more than that? Listen,
that matters. Yes.
That is the biggest thing here, bro. Like 3 diamond albums, of course. He raps like this.
But
of course.
There's been other rap artists who don't even have 1.
Yeah.
So like
he was the pioneer of being white and a successful rapper. What are you talking about, man? It was the perfect timing. All of these things had to align for him to be who he was. He had to align himself who was credible in rap so that black people would fuck with him. And he had to align himself who was successful enough so that he was in the limelight enough for white people to even get the opportunity to know what was going over there in a rap world they had never been in. So he capitalized on that. Am I saying Eminem is great? He is definitely great. But him having 3 diamond albums does not make him like any greater than someone who doesn't. That doesn't automatically make him better than Kendrick Lamar or Tupac. Like, that's just not how that works. Like, because you didn't sell more doesn't mean that the quality of your music wasn't better than someone who sold more than you. Like, you're saying Taylor Swift is one of the greatest artists of all time. That's bananas, dog.
Listen, and I really get your angle, but again, that matters, bro. Just like MVPs matter. It's
not the same thing.
You get voted on for that.
That's not the same thing.
How is it not? How is an MVP not the same?
Because there are literal statistics to that. You're literally saying that the statistics is the statistics that count. You're saying that because they sold, that's the statistic that counts. There aren't art is way more subjective.
I couldn't agree
obviously
more.
But you're saying you're putting this objective thing on it because a whole bunch of people subjectively enjoy it. But the amount of people who subjectively enjoy it is based on demographic more than anything.
Okay.
You think the Beatles is the best band to ever exist? Do you think that? You personally?
Well, I don't listen to bands, so no.
Okay.
It was probably somebody like Jackson 5 who created Michael, something along the line. But
Rod Wave is dog shit. if stats count, Rod Wave he's not in the top 400 of artists of all time.
now, again, that makes sense to me. All right, that makes sense to me only because you going off stats. All right, but again, stats
Going off stats is crazy, bro.
think so?
It's crazy. When we're talking about art, yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
I think it matters. When two people are close, you got to go to the next category, bro. And sometimes stats is that next category. Like MVP,
But
people
that's
want
what I'm
MVPs
saying.
and the stats didn't even match up
Now
to the
look,
MVP.
Darian,
Like,
this is it. You just made the point that I've been trying to make here. Nothing else is close when it comes to Future. There's nothing close. Everyone is doing music better than everyone else that is a candidate for top 10 is doing it better than Future is doing it. But you use stats to go with it. Why? You don't need to. There are people rapping better than him. And I don't think that's not even controversial. Like, there are people rapping better than him, right? Like, there are people that have subject matter that's better than his. There's people that have better delivery than him. There's people that make you, like, life-changing music that you have to put on repeat. You don't do that. Like, we're not close, bro. Like, though, you don't need to go to the stats. You're only doing that because that's where it works. That's where you have an argument.
okay. So, because it's objective, is there someone everyone should have in the top 5? Like for basketball, Michael Jordan has to be in the top 5.
Facts.
So, is there somebody in rap who has to be in the top 5?
Because of sales?
That doesn't matter. So, whatever. So,
But if it does matter, then Eminem and Drake are two of your best rappers of all time.
But would that sound crazy to you? Somebody said they were in my top 5?
Yeah.
That wouldn't sound crazy to me at all.
Okay, I'll take that back. It doesn't sound crazy to me. It sounds like you actually don't listen to rap music.
Okay.
Like when people are like, "Oh, I listen to gangster rap. I got Tupac." Okay. Right. Yeah, right. Right. Got it.
Okay.
That is the exact same thing to me. If Eminem is one of your top 5s, I'm not saying that he's not great. He is a great. Tupac too. But if those are still in your top 5, you don't listen to rap. And you don't, like, your top 5 is not real. Like,
Okay.
It's not a real top 5.
So can we leave it simple? Can J. Cole or Kendrick has to be in there?
No, I don't know. I don't think I can say who has to be in.
You don't have a name like, come on, like they have to be like.
Nah, because
Not one?
because you would think I was wilding with the names that I said. Like Kendrick is not at the place where he.
Are you not gonna throw Lupe in there?
Lupe is the best rapper ever.
Now, remember I got to talk about Batman?
Lupe is the best rapper.
Started glowing.
Lupe is the best rapper ever. I'm laughing because you knew where I was going. You knew what I was gonna say. Lupe is the best rapper ever, bro. He's the best at it. And no, what I hate, no,
you're aware somebody's listening to this like, oh yeah, this guy don't know music.
absolutely,
Okay.
yeah. What I don't like about what you're doing right now is I proved it to you. I proved it to you.
Fair.
You were on
Fair.
board.
Okay, fair.
And I proved it to you.
Fair. But listen.
And you just did that.
No.
We never had that conversation.
But they never had this conversation. They never had it. We ain't the only one here.
Yeah,
They never
but
had-
you did
time
that-
out.
you did that
Now,
corny.
Listen, I got an angle here though. So just because like you heard Lupe, a lot of people didn't hear the Lupe you heard.
Mm-hmm.
So is it possible they heard Future the way you didn't hear Future?
Oh, sure. But whenever someone is having this conversation
And
with
they
me,
send you some shit?
I ask them, give me the song that's undeniable. And I'm like, hey, look, man, I looked for it.
Maybe this was an accident?
I listened to it 3 times, man, and I don't know what it is. I ran with 200 on the day. Like, that's not, I'm sorry, not moving me. And I don't know how you can say, like, that's undeniable. What's undeniable about it? He's whining? Like, I don't get it. I'm sorry, man, I don't get it. And look, if you don't like the Lupe song, that's fine. But, like, the skill that it takes to make that song, it's pretty fucking undeniable. Like, you may not enjoy it, but that doesn't mean that there's not meaning behind it. 200 on the dash.
There's meaning behind that.
I can go listen to somebody else brag about all the things that they have. Like, that's not something that I can only get from a Future, bro. And that's the same thing. Like when people talk about Eminem, it's like, oh, he talks about his struggle. That is what rap music has literally always been about. And it doesn't have to be a white dude in a fucking trailer park for me to get that. Like, I can get that from somewhere else. So the only thing that you're selling me is insane wordplay, which I'm buying. I buy that. He was a master at wordplay.
Okay. And style? Now, I'm not saying his style is good. He just brought his own style.
Yeah.
Like,
he brought his own style.
That is like you link that to him.
Okay, yeah.
So like,
so Future did the same thing. He brings his own style.
No.
Future doesn't have his own style?
No.
Wine rapping was not a thing. That's a new thing. Future introduced wine rapping. He sounds like he's crying on every song.
I don't see it as crying. I see it as high.
I don't know nobody who sounds like that high. I know a lot of people that get high. I don't know any of them that sound like that all the time when they're high. Bro literally sounds like he's whining. We have to listen to some Future music when we get off of here.
No, because it's like, it's his auto-tune. And sometimes I felt the same way with Wayne. Like, bruh, like, the auto-tune is enough. It was the auto-tune.
But he also rapped, though.
No, yeah,
and you could always tell what he's doing.
Wayne has to be that's my answer. Wayne has to be in everyone's top 5.
Yeah.
Everyone's.
Well, I mean, I get why you say that, yeah.
No, I just think that's the answer.
Yeah, I get why you say that, yeah. I don't know that Wayne is in my top 5.
I truly don't see how that's possible.
Yeah.
I really don't understand.
I think a lot of times for these generational acts, the game just evolves past what you were doing. Wheezy F Baby and the F is for in 7 million different references. Like that just there's better stuff happening now.
Okay, time out. That was a Mona Lisa. Let it all work out. I feel like that is recent. Can you agree?
No, but I get what you're saying. Not really, but I get what you're saying.
Did you hear his one verse with, I think is Corday? YNB Corday, or he probably dropped the Corday. I think that'll change your mind. But
wait, what is it going to change my mind about? Like I love,
he
like
updated.
Lil Wayne has amazing, but him updating doesn't mean that he is like
still
he's not
at the peak.
Yeah, that his greatness doesn't come from what he's doing today.
I feel like
his greatness comes from all of the shit that we felt. He owned rap music.
Literally.
Like Eminem only had one opponent, and it was Lil Wayne. And it was great. Those times were great times, and I always picked Wayne because, Wayne. But like, music is just better now.
I have a question, speaking of Wayne. When your peers put you on that list, are you on that list?
No.
Why?
Because what the fuck do they know? What do they know?
I think that's kind of crazy. The niggas who's doing the craft, you're asking them what they know about the craft?
No, not about the craft. About what's great.
Do greats know great?
Depending on what it is, sure.
About the craft they're great at.
It depends on what the craft is, Darren. You keep trying to make it. But then no. Then the answer is no, my nigga.
Really?
Yeah. Yes.
I think that's crazy. I feel like we have proof that greats know great.
What? What
For
made
real?
you say that? Yeah.
Producers who are great producers produce great artists.
You saying like every time? You remember Ray Shribbert? Do you remember Ray Shribbert?
Now, are you saying they didn't make great music? Or no, Black Beatles is crazy. No, you crazy, yo. You crazy. Black Beatles was actually hard.
Okay.
Damn.
What does that mean though, Darian? Like you like the beat? Like you turn that on to bob your head to it, sure.
No, they produce a good track. Something that's wasn't the same for what everybody else was dropping, unique to their own style.
It was catchy. Is that what you're saying? I agree that it was catchy.
I wouldn't even call it catchy. I just thought it was good. Some things are just catchy.
But what does that mean? What do you mean when you say good?
They brought their own style, and I could listen to it. Video went along with it.
Oh,
Good.
You're bringing in the video. That song came out in 2017, dog.
Just the sound alone is like it was new for what was normally dropping. Like, I fucked with it. Just like I feel like the same way with Lil Baby. Lil Baby came out with his own flow. It was different. And he was gassing everything he touched. He been on a little decline there, but when he first came out, bro, he was like, it was a new sound.
I can describe to you what's good about Lil Baby's music, though.
His fast delivery?
He has phenomenal delivery on the beats.
He rides any beat.
He destroys beats. His bragging is top tier, which typically doesn't play into it, but his bragging is top tier, and he puts in like lines that everybody who came from the struggle can feel. I don't know, like that is easy for me to say. Like I can give you the reasons that I like I don't just say, "Oh, that song sounds good." Throw it into the great song pile. Like it is, there's different levels of good. Good can mean different things, bro. Call Me Maybe is one of the best songs in the universe because it is one of the most earwormy songs that's ever existed. Does that mean it's great? Does that mean that's a great song? Because she made it possible for people who don't even speak our language to know a song? No, man. What are we talking about? How does greatness of a song equate to its popularity or its catchiness? I can vibe with a catchy song. Like I can understand what you mean when you say like, oh yeah, that song was great for like you just want to turn something on that everyone's gonna sing. But WantABump Gangnam Style was that.
Nah, that was not my shit.
It wasn't your shit, but it was one of the most viewed videos on YouTube.
Literally, yeah. Crazy.
But does that mean that it's a great song? Does that mean it's one of the best videos? Absolutely not. And I don't take you seriously if you say so. If I ask you, what's the best music video you ever seen? And you said WantABump Gangnam Style by Psy, I'll be like, oh,
I didn't even know.
You don't know anything. Oh, you don't know anything. Do you see what I'm saying now?
Yes.
That is the most accoladed video in all of history.
Not anymore, Baby Shark.
Well, do you consider that a music video or a kid's video? I don't consider that a music video, but if you do, then sure. Your top two all time are Baby Shark and WantABump Gangnam Style. Okay, man. I'll just go talk to someone else then, I guess. Like, what is your reasoning for that? What is the substance here? Well, it got a whole bunch of people to watch it. Okay, man. I guess I'll just go talk to someone else. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, but then if you do it like that, there's not like a valid list you can have.
No, there's not a valid list you can have, but there are definitely invalid lists you can have. if Gangnam Style and Baby Shark are on your top 5 of music videos of all time, you don't have a valid list. And I'm not saying that I have to agree with everything that's on your list, but there are some things that are on your list. I can't take you seriously now. Like if Future is in your top 5, bro, I don't think I can talk music with you. We differ so greatly from what music is that we're not in there.
Do you have someone you don't like that you can't understand being in someone's top 5? Why?
Because he makes phenomenal, like genuinely phenomenal music today. Like he still makes it. Eminem doesn't. Eminem being in your top 5 today seems kind of weird. It seems like you are you dabble in the culture. That's what you dabbled in the culture in the 90s and the early 2000s, and like you are holding nostalgia for a guy. Which God bless you, man. I don't hold that against you, but we don't really have much to talk about. You don't listen to modern music, and I don't think. Like you're one of the people who's like, oh yeah, rap music today. We got a whole bunch of messages and comments on that when we talked about Mystical and Nelly. How like, well, rap music today is just we can't even listen. then don't. Like, if that's how you feel, then don't, because you genuinely just aren't even willing to look for it. You want the radio to tell you what's good, and hey, more power to you, man, but the radio don't tell me what's good. I actually find what's good. That's what I think is happening. If you have like Future and Eminem, it's like, okay, I don't think you're necessarily here in the culture. I think that you're, you know, a radio listener or a party goer, or you just hung out in
Why
the
you
90s.
don't get the same vibes from Drake though?
Oh, I get the same
That
vibes from
radio
Drake.
music to me.
I get the same vibes from Drake, but Drake actually drops good music sometimes. I don't know how much he drops now, because that Certified Lover Boy, that was the, like, that and Scorpion, I think, were the last 2 albums that I actually listened to. Terrible.
Mine was probably Views, I think.
Absolutely
What
terrible
came before
music.
Scorpion?
No, what's the one where he had
It wasn't Nothing Was the Same.
no, it's Scorpion ain't the one where he talked about his kid, is it?
I don't listen to Drake that much.
I can't remember what it was called. Oh, Dark Side Demo Tapes was the one before that.
Yeah, you lost me, brother.
I can't remember which one it was that I listened to that had like May 28th or something like that. I think it might be Drake's best song. My favorite song by Drake is the one where he was talking about his kid.
Really?
Like, he introduced his kid to the world after the beef. And it was probably the best Drake song.
Yeah, I probably still never heard it.
But like, the fact that he has, within the last 5 years, genuinely phenomenal music, I can understand where you're coming from with that. And also, some people just listen to music for a vibe, and I can't get behind that personally.
Why?
What do they call that? What do they call that in Christianity? Like, they call it like brain dead faith, or lukewarm Christianity, where you're like, you're partaking, but you're not like
Really?
you're really in
Okay.
it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's how I feel about like music. Like, if you don't listen, if you've never heard a song that changed your life, I don't think we can talk.
You wasn't really
about
listening to music.
I don't think we can talk about music.
That's a valid take.
I am very on the other side from you. Like, music is like, it's art to me, and
Okay.
you are to digest art.
Can you personally put somebody in your top 5 off one project because it was just the greatest thing you ever heard?
Yes, but it would be my I like this top 5, not my. It wouldn't be like, this guy is like, West Side Boogie is in that for me.
Even though you don't need nothing else from
Yeah, West Side Boogie is in that for me.
Okay.
Like, he is. I would never tell someone that he is the best rapper doing it right now. He's definitely. He makes an argument for himself.
Do you need a certain amount of projects of doing this at a high level?
Yeah, I think consistency
How many?
factors into.
3?
Oh, I don't know. It would have to be like specifically good albums, because there are also people out there doing what I consider great.
Yeah. Okay. That's valid. I didn't expect to get this deep into it, but it's valid.
Me neither. Me neither. Bro, it triggers me so much. My little brother used to do the same thing and talk. He actually would stand on the side that Keeping Up with the Kardashians, if it is the most successful show of all time, it's the best ever. And it's just like, that doesn't make sense to me. Like, that doesn't equate to me. Like, quantity is not the same conversation as quality. Like, if we're talking about best, that is a quality conversation. If you want to make it a quantity conversation, then it can be, but those aren't the same thing. Those don't equate to each other.
But it's tough because when you go like the best ever, numbers have to show up for it. And everything else but this, though. Everything else but this.
Yeah, I don't think numbers have to show up. Yeah, I would disagree with that.
That's what I'm saying. Is everything else but this.
It's not just this, though. It's art. Like,
that's the stuff. Everything else but art.
yeah.
Like, just
well, I don't know. I don't want to go as far as to say that either. But like, I don't think the best pizza is the most expensive pizza. I don't think that the best pizza is the pizza that everyone knows about. I don't think, well, that would just mean that like the best pizza is in India or in New York. That just doesn't make sense. Like not everyone has access to things like this. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like access changes depending on, or the numbers change depending on your access to it.
Facts.
And people have so much better access to Eminem
Yeah. Okay.
than Kendrick Lamar.
All
like
right.
so much.
I'll give you that.
Like
And that matters. I give you that.
there are so many, and I hate to keep doing it. There are so many white people in America. Like you have better access to Eminem,
That's fair.
and that's just the way that it works. When it comes to art, your access to it has everything to do with whether you will enjoy it. It has nothing to do with the quality of the music. It just doesn't.
That's valid. 100% valid.
Yeah. And I mean, definitely like once people have access to it, there's argument, and there's people who put a lot of stock into how many people enjoy it. Sure. I'm not saying that this isn't a conversation to have. It's just not one I'm interested in when talking about like what's good.
Gotcha.
Like, I mean, fucking Starbucks is the best coffee of all time. Probably not, dude. Probably not, man. Just making coffee.
You hate Starbucks though.
Also, fuck Starbucks. Quietly, fuck Starbucks. But yeah, I think that artisan coffee is probably quality wise better.
Yeah. I'm gonna still stick to this. Wayne got to be in that top 5 though.
I was listening to No Ceilings last week. Like I had a No Ceilings couple of days.
And then I know you're like everyone else. You get in the mode and you hear that. This might be all you listen to.
This is it.
Bro, it is so incredible what he did from his like 2000 to the like I just can't believe that shit was possible.
Yeah,
yo.
facts.
Like he's one of the greatest of all time.
Yeah, and when I was listening, because I was thinking about this before I listened to that album. I think we have outgrown, as a culture, we have outgrown what Lil Wayne was giving to us then. What made Lil Wayne great, I think we may have outgrown that. And then I listened to that album and I'm like, the nostalgia hits so hard.
Leather is So Soft has been on like repeat in the last 2 weeks for me. And I was with Joe to New York, and Hustler's music might be like just one of them. Like I have to listen to this on repeat. Like literally, I have to put it on repeat whenever I listen to it. And when it stops, because it's just like, bro, how is this possible to do this on the song?
Now, I hope you can tap into a little bit of this. Imagine someone comes out with that today and you hadn't heard it before. I don't know that you're in love with that the same way. And I think the same thing for a lot of what Lil Wayne was doing back then.
Okay. Now, can I tell you the difference?
Yeah.
Wayne did it multiple times. Like the amount of times he did this on a song, like he amazed me every single time. That lighter flick, I seen him featuring, like he just raised the bar to the next level. So it's like seeing someone do that now. I have to see you do this multiple times. Like, damn, this nigga, he really was on the run. Like, so it's like I can't notice the run until after the run is over.
And I'm not taking away the run. I'm just saying because one of Wayne's number one attribute for being one of the greatest of all time.
Versatile?
No. Wordplay.
Valid.
Number one. That was what Wayne had. He's going to make this word line up with this word in a way that you never thought of. They were reaches. 98% of the time, they were reaches, especially once he was the best in the world. Like once he had made it to being the best in the world, my nigga was just saying anything.
Okay. Valid.
And we were eating it up. Pause. We were eating it up. It was he could make the stretchiest stretch and we're in. Right? That would not fly today. Is all I'm saying. That would not fly today. And I'm not that's not to take away his greatness. I'm just saying I think we have outgrown that. Being that people make those reaches now, and I'm just like, all right, man.
Can I tell you why it changes? Because
we got used to Wayne.
No, it's not a used to. We're aware of what this nigga is capable of. You can't reach today, and we don't even know what you're aware of, capable of at all. Like, you got to show us, like, you at this level, you at that level on multiple. That's what I'm saying. I think that really matters, bro. It has to.
I don't know, man.
Bro, it has to.
I don't know, man.
Like,
I don't know, bro.
All reach from Wayne today shows is he's out of his prime.
Not a reach today. You go back and listen to Wayne's music, and you're like, and look, the nostalgia is still fueling. You love this song,
okay,
but this isn't a hard. That wasn't a hard bar.
Okay,
you liked the bar, and you loved Lil Wayne at the time. Okay, but the bar wasn't hard.
Can I tell you why that cancels out?
Yeah, go for it.
Because when you go back and listen, you find something else, so it cancels out. And I think that matters, bro.
Okay,
it cancels out.
And I mean, like you said, Wayne was versatile. I think one of his best songs ever is 6 Foot, 7 Foot.
Really?
Yeah. And I know that sounds crazy, but bro's delivery was unreal on that song. And he was one after another, punches after another, bro. Yeah. I got through that sentence like a subject and a predicate is crazy as fuck.
I don't have that in my top 3 Wayne songs.
Sure,
but calling that one of his best songs, I don't know. Can you count verses? Because once he has a verse, it's his song.
Of course you can, yeah.
And you still think that's one of his best?
Yeah.
I don't know. I love the. I told you. I don't know if I told you. I love the intro verse, the first verse on Dedicate. Did that shit send that to you?
Mm-mm.
On his Carter 6, I think it is.
Okay.
The same album, Mona Lisa.
Yeah.
He's unbelievable. Unbelievable in that verse. And because we waited on this Carter 6 is what we waited on.
Carter 6? You talking about Carter 5?
Which
Carter 5, right?
Which one we had to wait?
That's the one with
Mona Lisa.
XXX Tentacion?
Yeah.
Yeah, Carter 5.
Now, you know how niggas take a break.
Oh, wait. That might be the Carter 6. You might be right.
Niggas take a break, and you don't know if they could live up to the same expectations. He still lived up to it for me. Like, I went in there with low expectations, and he exceeded them for me.
That's how I felt about Open Safe. Open Safe felt like an old Lil Wayne song.
It's a couple verses on there. I'm like, yo, yeah, we really got old Wayne. Like,
what's
it made
the
me
one?
Think, which one?
Where he say, and she expect me to stay. I be like, let go my arm. Perfect Strangers. On that same album.
I'm thinking of the song with Nicki Minaj. I would have to hear that one again.
That album is full of them for me.
that shit kind of like woke me up like, damn, that nigga might. It made me think these songs are actually from when he was in his prime and they just held out.
Yes, that's exactly what happened though. That is exactly what happened.
Do we have proof of that? Because he had Kendrick Lamar on Mona.
So Kendrick Lamar recorded his verse on a song that has existed for. You're not telling me you think Open Safe was recorded?
I don't know, bro. I don't know. It's Wayne. I'll leave it open, bro. I don't know.
Are you open to nostalgia fueling how you feel about this though?
I'll take that back. It was definitely old because it had to be a song from like 2008. I only say that because he was talking about Obama in there.
You see what I'm saying?
So I give that. Yep, valid. That's valid.
And don't get me wrong, man. I loved it. Like that album, fantastic. But there's even what I'm saying in that album. I need a triple extension on my motherfucking Afterlife.
But okay, but then he.
Do you see what I'm saying though?
I'm talking about. Remember, I said he said something that cancels out.
Yeah.
He said, "I got more rock fans than a fucking rock band. We need Barack man to keep it solid." As you know what I'm saying, bro. What? not my nigga. What though? Like, yeah, this peak Wayne. This is peak Wayne, right? Niggas not rapping like that today, bro. They're not. Well, he wasn't.
Yes,
rapping
they
like
are.
that today. He wasn't rapping like that today.
Yes, they are. That's what I'm saying. So my whole point is, yes, they are. I need Barack to keep it as solid as you know what I'm saying. Yes, they are. That is happening a lot, actually.
You think so?
You can get that feeling from a myriad of rappers today. And it doesn't necessarily come with a triple extension on my motherfucking afterlife. And don't get me wrong, that was a hard bar too. I loved it. Loved that bar. But come on, right? Like, come on, bro. But you can get the as solid as you know what I'm saying. Bro, I just sent you the what's the old boy name?
Southside Vic. Shout out to that nigga. No, shout out to that nigga. Like, okay, this is what I'm talking about. Now, I know quantity matters here, but when you say something like that on a radar freestyle, I can only help to think like you might be the greatest ever.
This is why you like Future.
Like, no.
You just get got
Listen,
easy.
bro, he got me. All right,
He got you.
There is no way this is not peak whoever. Like, you heard what he did on there. What did he miss there? It wasn't long enough. Pause. That's the only thing that shit should have been forever. That's the only problem I had with it. Like, bro, crazy. No, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah, he went wild.
So
he went wild.
For a nigga to do that on the beat, it's like, damn, bro. It's outside Vic about.
But that's the point that I'm making too, though. Like, obviously, Wayne, I think his greatness is shown by his effect on other people and how like he has changed music. But you can get that. You can get what Wayne did. You can get that feeling of like, oh, he is speaking to someone who knows. Like, oh yeah, you can get that. I can send you 4 songs before you leave today of somebody speaking to like something that you can feel and know. I sent you 2 of them today.
Yeah, I did not get a chance.
And it's like, this is something you can get all over the place. And I mean, that's not the only way that you can enjoy music, but there has to be something to what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of times Wayne didn't do that. A lot of our favorite songs from Wayne, he's just talking his shit. And it's fantastic.
Because it's art, that's okay.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
And look, I still listen to them all the time. Like, that is I put on I don't think he said one thing worth saying again in No Ceiling. Like, I don't think he said any like thought-provoking anything on that whole album. The greatest mixtape of all time. The number one, it's not close.
Yeah,
best mixtape of all time.
He did his thing, bro.
Most quotables, like it's the greatest by far. Didn't say a damn thing.
That's art though.
Facts.
Yeah,
and I'm with it.
Yeah, I'll vouch for Wayne till the day I die, bro.
And I love it. I love that you do. We had literally
everything
6
else.
other topics. This was on the bottom of the list. But yeah, tell us why you love Gangnam Style and Eminem.
And what's your thoughts on Future? Shout out Southside Vic, man.
Yeah, that one is going to disappoint me. I'm not going to lie. That one is going to disappoint me. Yeah. Yeah, tell us what you think about Future. Tell us at the Overly Opinionated Pod on Instagram, at the OO Pod Boys on Twitter, or the Overly Opinionated Pod at gmail.com. For the geezers,
follow us on TikTok.
See y'all next Wednesday.